Today, right here in the state of Maryland, is going to be 69 degrees Fahrenheit sunny. Feels like 81 degrees. Expect sunny skies. A high will be 82 degrees. So today is going to be 82 degrees later on. And then the air quality with the yellow of 52. Wind 2 miles per hour. Humidity 71%. Visibility 7.50 mile. Pressure 30.30 inch, and finally with the dew point 59 degrees. Now let's go over to the Doppler radar, which is the wind. Earlier, ladies and gentlemen, it was foggy where you live in the state of Maryland. So later on, the foggy will be clearing up. So the color that we're in with the wind, which is the sky blue. So it's sky blue. So we do have 4 miles per hour at that BWI airport and even in Baltimore. Same thing in Dublin, right at Harford County. Same thing in Easton. Same thing in Frederick and Hagerstown. In fact, we do have mostly of the 4 miles per hour. We do have 3 miles per hour in Salisbury, 3 miles per hour in Pocomoke City. Cumberland, just 1. With these clouds, you can't really see the clouds because it was foggy earlier. So as you know, the clouds are going to be moving. We have a little bit of clouds, but we don't have a lot right here in the state of Maryland. The clouds are going to be approaching towards Garrett County. A little bit of clouds in Frederick County. A little bit in Baltimore County. We have some in Hartford and Cecil. Not a whole bunch. Humidity, we're showing the blue will be 70% in BWI Airport. 77% in Dublin. 74% in Easton. 66% in Salisbury, 66% same thing in Pocomoke City, 70% in Lexington Park, 66% in Hagerstown, 59% in Cumberland. We do have green in Garrett County and Allegheny County. Mostly we're showing the blue. Tomorrow will be dark blue with mostly of the 80% and 90%. Visibility, we are showing mostly of the gray with more than 12.40. These numbers, as you can see here in the state of Maryland, showing more than 25 mile and nearly 30 mile. But in Pocomoke City, we do have the red, blue, and purple, and green. Plus tomorrow will be full gray with more than 20 mile. Sea level pressure, more than 30 inch with the orange. And that's what it says right there. And then tomorrow will be another 30 inch. It's going to be still orange regardless. The dew point showing the green with the 60s mostly. And that's what it says right there. So we're showing mostly of the 60s. But however, we have more than 50 degrees in Cumberland, nearly 60s in Hagerstown. But mostly we have is more than 60s where you live in the state of Maryland mostly. The air quality, we're showing the green and yellow with 50, nearly 40, nearly 50 and 60 and all that. So which is in Baltimore, Maryland, with the 49 that are good, with the air quality poses little or no health risk. You don't have to enjoy the outdoor activities because it was foggy. But later on, you can enjoy these outdoor activities. And it's okay to open windows. You don't have to open windows. So we're gonna have the 50s, nearly 50s, more than nearly 40s, and all that. And then tomorrow will be 47 that are going to be good. So green represents are going to be good, and then yellow will be moderate. The pollen. The good thing is, ladies and gentlemen, there won't be any moderate high or very high, cause it's green with low. The numbers, as a matter of fact, we do have the low numbers, and we have nearly 10 and more than 10. Temperatures are going to be a little cold, but later will be warm around 80 degrees. So temperatures are going to be on the 70s and nearly 70s. So we're mostly on the 70s where you live, right here in the state of Maryland. Tomorrow will be the green with nearly 70 degrees and 60 degrees. So we'll say it again. Nearly 70s, more than 60s. With the places where you live, with the Maryland cities where you live, so we do have mostly of these sunnies. So all over in the state of Maryland where you live, like in Frederick, Perryville, Oakland, Cumberland, Baltimore, Hagerstown, Westminster, Washington, D.C., Annapolis, Bel Air, Elton, Rock Hall, and Easton, showing the sunnies. With these numbers, as a matter of fact, we have more than 60s in Oakland, Cumberland, Hagerstown. That's it. Nearly 70s, Perryville, Frederick, Annapolis, Bel Air, Elton, and Rock Hall. With the 70s, we do have two locations, Westminster and Easton. So that's 70 degrees even. And more than 70s, of course, which is in Washington, D.C. We have sunrise, 7:07 a.m., sunset, 6:41 p.m. The moon phase. You're going to love this, ladies and gentlemen. The full moon will be at 99% phase of moon. The next full moon will be around October 6th. The moon, which is the moonrise, 6:19 p.m., 7:39 a.m., which is the moon set. We know today is going to be 82 degrees sunny, and note it's going to be 70 degrees sunny. We're going to stick with 82 degrees sunny. And then tomorrow will be Tuesday with 86 degrees, mostly sunny. I mean, partly sunny, I meant. So I'll say it again. Tomorrow is going to be 86 degrees, partly sunny. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the rest of the forecast. Wednesday, which is going to be a rain showers with 71 degrees. Thursday, sunny, 62 degrees. Friday, partly sunny, 64 degrees. Saturday with mostly cloudy with 66 degrees. Sunday, light rain with 61 degrees. And then the light rain showers, which is 65 degrees. So that's next Monday.